and the year was 2012, May 29th, we moved here. And I came with my older brother, Demoy, and my younger sister, Leah. And we moved here because our dad was living near and the education and the job opportunities was better. I was born in Jamaica. I came here with my sister and my brother. I came here on May 29th and I was 10, turning 11.
I'm Annalise. I was born and raised in Africa, and I moved here when I was 17 to see my dad and my siblings. It had been a while seeing them.
My name is David, and I'm from Guatemala. I first came to Canada back in 2010 with my mom. So I was like really happy. I found like good friends, and yeah, I really liked it here. But unfortunately, I had to move back because my mom was starting feeling alone because she didn't have her family here. So yeah, we decided to move back.
So my name is Silvia Morales. I'm from El Salvador. I'm Vilma Morales. I'm from El Salvador.
My name is Jose Marvin Mengíbar Morales. I'm original from El Salvador. I came here like in 2012 when I was 14.
My life back in Jamaica, I was living with my mom. I lived in St. Catherine, Spanish Town. The family was living close, so it wasn't like afar. We would go to beach, and there we play sports like football or cricket on Sundays. Every Sunday I had to go to church with my mom. We would sing in the choir. We would have big cookouts every Friday or Saturday.
In the town that I live, it was like since like in the very morning, like 5 o'clock, you can hear the music like going, like mostly rancheras, right? I don't know, mostly Saturdays or Sunday, you can hear the rancheras already, like, and then where I live, it was like with a lot of trees, like forests. I don't know, it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was beautiful.
I don't know, I just used to go to school every day. I almost dropped school when I was over there because, I don't know, I didn't see the point of going to school and all that. Because I didn't feel like it. I don't know, I used to hang out every day with my friends, going out. They used to come to my house and we used to play soccer outside. I wasn't allowed to go out very often because my parents thought that I was going to like join the cancer or something. And it was too bad.
Well, actually, my life back in Guatemala it wasn't that different from here. I mean, just a little. But yeah, I mean, I had a house and everything. My family all was there, and yeah, I pretty much like go wherever I wanted to.
Back in my country is like really dangerous, and then there were like gangsters saying stuff that they were going to kill like like either they were going to kill my brother or they were going to kill me. So the next day I told my mom what it happened and what people had been like talking about and all the stuff. So my mom actually talked with my dad and say, okay, if you say that your sons have like papers to go to Canada, move them like right away because it's like you can do something for them, like save them or something.
When I moved back to Guatemala, I started like studying, and I became a teacher. When I was doing my practicum at school, I had to go to a public school where I teach the first grade, and I was there for like I think 5 months. I was teaching them for 5 months, and yeah, it was really fun. We had a good time there. I learned a lot. I mean, there were like I found that most of the students, were like in really low economic situations, where I found that they didn't even bring food to school. So it was pretty sad and yeah, and heartbreaking to see that.
And then that time we were in vacation, and then that's when my mom told me that I'm not going back to my school, my old school, because I have to move here. But I didn't believe her, thought she was kidding. And like after a week, we started buying stuff and packing, and I'm like, okay, I think this is serious.
Like when my dad told me that we had papers, like Canadian papers, I thought like, whatever, I'm going to USA because like mostly my family's over there. So, but and then I have a job in here. I have money, like, and I actually helped my family, and I wasn't like excited, but at the same time I was like, okay, we really have to move, even though I wasn't like really happy, because like everything that I had, it was going to stay back in my country, like my family. I knew that just my brother and I were going to move, right? I couldn't imagine like living without my brother, so.
When I heard the news, I got the news from her. Because they don't tell me the news, right? Because they know I will I will flip out sometimes. So she just be like, hey, we're going to Canada. I was like, okay,
She didn't believe me.
I didn't believe her then. But then my mom was like, you actually going? I was like, I might take a walk, Mom.
Cold. New surroundings. Different. Cold.
Cold.
No.
I was excited to see what is like feeling the snow and all this stuff, but I was like, I don't want to be there at the same time because like sometimes we were playing to touching the fridge, and then I just want to experience how it feels like. So I was imagining if I put my hand in the fridge, I would feel like I was in Canada or something like that. So
I thought it would just be snow everywhere. There would be no sun or just no summertime.
I kind of was going to be like, what is it called, this place? Like Antarctica. Like a really cold place, like all the time it was going to be cold. I was kind of excited at the same time because it snowed. Like I had never seen snow before, so I think it was on Christmas when me and my sister like first saw the snow, and we were just happy. We went outside, we were just playing. It was like 12 o'clock, I think, like at night, and we were just like chilling outside. And I actually got sick that day because we spent a lot of time outside, right? And like, my legs just got hurt, sore, and all. I don't know why. I was pretty happy. I was like, oh man, I'm going to Canada, a new country. And I started to imagine a lot of things, right? I was like excited, and but at the same time, I was like, when I was like in a plane on my way to here to Canada, I was regretting like I didn't want to come here, cause I don't know. I started thinking, man, how I'm going to make new friends over there. Like, what about there? And there's not like a lot of people that speak Spanish over there, and so I started to cry actually, because I was living with my mom, and my other siblings.
I thought it was going to be like the US. I thought it was going to be the same thing. But no, I mean, it's totally different. I don't know, it's like Canada's more calm than the US.
So when we're coming to Canada for the first time, we went on a plane, and then when the plane was about to land, it started making a lot of noises. And then my head started hurting, my ears were popping, so I started to cry. I was crying really loud. It was like really loud going down. So it was like, and then when you're going down, and then I'm supposed to be the one crying because I was the youngest. She's like, crying there. I'm like, I gotta stay strong, but I want to cry. And she was like, quit crying. I was like, shut up, you can't tell me what to do because my ear hurts. And then, you know, she just like, imagine, I'm the smallest one and I'm not crying. Why are you supposed to be crying? And I just looked at her.
When I was in the plane, it was my first time, and I didn't know how to wear the belt. So I was like fighting with it. I'm like, how does this thing work? Like, and then I had to ask the guy who was sitting beside me. So he showed me how. And then after that, I was scared because my aunt told me that she told me that all the food we paid for and then all the stuff, but she was like, and don't eat something that you don't know. And actually, I didn't know anything. They all look so different. So and I was so scared to eat it. I'm like, okay. She told me not to eat stuff that I don't know, and I don't know anything. So what am I gonna do?
And we came back here back in 2014 because I begged her. I begged her to move back because I loved it here. I miss my friends. With my friends, we still had like contact, and when I was back in Guatemala, and yeah, I really miss them. So yeah, my dream came true to come here again. Yeah, I finished high school back in Guatemala. I graduated, and when I moved here to Canada, I decided to go back to high school um, because I wanted to learn more English. I wanted to strengthen my English when I was going to college, so it could be like way easier for me to understand every everything I learned, right? So it was kind of like, I don't know, like hard to restart again because I mean you already graduated and then started school again and the same thing, like getting like the same thing, like taught the same thing over and over again. It's kind of like, how do you call that, like boring. it's I mean, I'm learning a lot and I'm starting to like it because I'm learning more English and more things. But at the first, when I first started, I didn't want to go anymore. But I mean, if I started something, I'm gonna finish it. So yeah.
Uh, get your G1 here is so much difficult than over there. Like, you can just, when you turn 16, you can just go get it. Like, you don't need to get your G1, your G2, your full deal. Just, you can just get your G1. That's kind of hard here. I haven't even get my G1 yet, so.
We were living with our mom for so long, you know, and then we were coming to a new surrounding, different people. We didn't know much people, or we didn't know anything about the area. So yeah, it was hard coming without a mom.
Making new friends, because I'm a shy type. Like, if you don't talk to me, I don't think I'm going to talk to you either. Yeah. And, yeah, at the language. Because, you'll be sitting there and you're shy and you can't even ask anybody because you think they're going to be laughing at you instead.
I mean, it definitely wasn't easy, but it wasn't actually hard for us because we were still in school, and you know, so it wasn't that hard. The only thing I would say, like, the English, it was for people to understand what you were saying sometimes and communicate at school. Teachers would be like, I don't understand, or you know, you couldn't really talk to them. That would just be mine.
The biggest barriers was my learn the English. Like, I didn't want to speak to no one because it was kind of embarrassing to show that I was new in here and that I didn't have any English. Now when I came, like in the school, we didn't have like a lot of Spanish people, so we started to speak to talk to Arabic. But it was pretty nice to us.
One specific time, probably I was living in Chatham, and we went to school on the first day, and then like I was talking to this girl, but you know, she was like, "Hi, how are you?" And then she didn't understand what I was saying. She was like, What are you saying?" So then I was like, "Just give me 1 second." I was like, "Okay, one." And she's like, "Yeah, got it." So then I had to go get my stepsister, and then she came and she had to, because she understand what I'm saying, so she had to say what I was trying to say to the girl for me. I would have improved on the language and people understand what I'm saying. Because like when I just got here, like you wouldn't understand what I'm saying at all. And then people be like, "Okay, can you repeat that? Repeat this," you know?
When I first moved here, so people thought I was Jamaican because like even at work or at school they'd be like, "Hey, are you Jamaican? Hey, are you Jamaican?" And I'm like, "No, I'm African," because it was a little bit different because they were used to Jamaicans, and even till now, like some people doesn't believe it.
I look Mexican. People started like telling me that I was Mexican, and it's not that I feel um, how do you say that? I don't feel offended by saying that I'm a Mexican because I don't, but it's just uncomfortable. Like people just looking at Mexico at the only place, the only people that speak Spanish, because it's not. Like when people call me, "Oh, are you from Mexico?" And I said like, "No, I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Guatemala," and I explained them where is that, and they were like, they all go like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Other than being called Mexican, uh, um, they expect you to be good at like at sports or something. That's actually not bad, but I mean that's a common stereotype. When they ask you where you're from, you say like I'm from El Salvador. I don't remember what was the last time, like probably like 2 weeks ago. That someone asked me that, and I said I was from El Salvador, and they were like, "Oh, is that in Mexico?" And I was like, "No, it's El Salvador." Mexico is the most popular, like a Spanish country, so they think that that's the only country that speaks Spanish.
When I go to school, people would say, "Oh, here comes a Jamaican girl. I don't want to mess with her because because she can fight." Or they would ask questions like, "How many times have you been suspended or expelled or get detention?" And there's no detention, suspension, or expelled on my record. I'm on the honor roll, so that's pretty good. Um, they would say, "I don't want to mess with you because she's Jamaican or she's black." Just because I'm black or Jamaican doesn't mean that, you know, I can fight or I can do this or, yeah, no.
You know, when you have people like my dad, he have been living here in Canada for so many years, so they think, like people back in my country, they think that if you're living in a country like this, you are like rich, you know, so you have like a lot of money and make you the money is easy, you know. Once I was in the bus, and then the bus driver, she was like, "Where are you from?" And I say El Salvador, and she was like, "Oh, so it's like a state of Mexico." And I was like, "No." Okay, like look at the map, you know, it's like right there is a small country, but it's like there, you know.
The people say that I'm not her sister because she is like different than me, and they say that I'm from Mexico, but I'm not. I'm from El Salvador.
Yeah, mostly the people say that we are not sisters, like because I should be like my parents, they will be like the same color as me, and her parents are like white parents, but like actually my mom is white and my dad is like what's it called? But the like if you Canada, like the government of Canada is letting people come to this country, uh, that's good because like they're going to bring just a lot of people, right? Like they are not like really know if they're going to be good or bad, but later on you can judge, you know. Like right now, like a lot of people is saying, "Oh no, everyone is bad," and then they think that everybody's like the same, like bad people, right? So I think if they give it them a chance to come and maybe to prove to many people that they are like they can be as like regular people, like I mean like not bad people, you know, like.
It doesn't matter if you stay in a poor house or in a rich house, you will always be eating like beans, tortillas, and rice. That's all you're gonna see there because that's like the main food in Guatemala. We have like a different kind of um, there's like this dessert that we call mole. Um, it's made plantains. Yeah, plantains, and we put like a little bit of chocolate with cinnamon, and we cooked it, and that's like a dessert, and it's really 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 good.
Canadian food. When I first came to Canada, I did not eat anything my stepmom cooked. If she's cooking, she has to cook like chicken or something. The flavor and the taste, like when you like eat Jamaican food, it's just out there. When you like some Canadian food, when you eat it, you're just like, it's just food. But when you eat it, it's like, Susanna. I'm just kidding.
Here, it doesn't really matter. You can eat anywhere you want, and you can eat like in front of anybody. Back home, it's like being, it's like disrespectful. Like if you're eating beside me and I'm not eating, then that's not a good thing, right? Yeah, they don't like it.
So for school, we usually start school at 7:20, and every day we have to almost every day we have to stand up like straight in a line with your uh, group of classmates, yeah, and then when we hear the how you say himno nacional anthem, yeah, and then we have to stand straight and put our hands like in here in the chest, and then we have to actually sing it. If you don't sing the song, the anthem, uh, you actually have to go in the front, like in the tarima, I don't know, like in the stage, and you actually have to sing it all by yourself. If you don't do it, if the teacher catch you or like no singing or not having your hand in the chest, you have to go in the front, like, and then we finish. So we started school from 7:20 to 11:45, and here it's like from 8:30 to 2:20. So big difference. I don't know.
Back in my country, you just have like a classroom. You don't have to be moving around like how we do it here. Like in every period, you have to go like to another different classroom. Up there, you just stay in the same classroom. It's just like the periods, like different teacher came to the class and like teach different like subjects.
Like there's no difference between like if like fashion sense, like it's the same kind of clothing that you wear or I wear, we wear it back at home. Actually, there's like a thing like when the Aboriginal people back in like my country, they use like this skirts that looks like towels with prints on them, but they make them with some kind of, I don't know what is it, but it's really cool. I mean, and they're really expensive, and but they just wear the Aboriginal people. They wear that.
The weather in here is so like crazy. One day it's raining, one day it's so cold, the other day it's sunny. Like it's so crazy. Over there it's like always hot. Even on even in winter time it's like hot.
And then the other thing is like you know how like there are a lot of cars here. Back home, not a lot. You know, it's not that bad. And here there are a lot of cars. Everywhere is just cars.
In Christmas, like from the beginning of December, we usually start like preparing in the bottom of the table, like in the top of the table, we put like saw, like from the wood, I don't know, and then you paint it with green paint, and you put it on the table, and then you put the Christmas tree, plus like all the arch, how do you say, ornament, and the whole thing, like they represent like the story about like how Jesus was born. And when people like in my country, there's like people, even though like making even competitions about who have the greatest like um, Christmas decoration about like Jesus and all this. It was like really cool. My sister and I, we usually do it for my grandma.
So like some phrases Jamaican would say would be like wagwan, and they just simply mean hi or
Hello.
what's up. Yeah, okay? Wagwan, they're just saying hi, hello. Yeah, okay? Or they would like do this. Just means hello them. It means you and them are friends. Okay? Or they just do this. Yeah.
And there was this thing that I saw here that it never happens back home. Like you see how we talking to each other and we are doing, the eye contact thing. Back home, if you're staring at somebody like that, well, I'll say that it's like they feel like it's judging. You know how you staring at someone too much, and then they feel like you're thinking about something about them or. I'm a cashier at Walmart, and I love it. It's fine. My life right now, it's not that boring. I got a few friends, and most of the time I'll be working or at school with my friends or with my little niece.
Well, right now, I think I'm way happier than I was before. Um, I can finally be myself. I have really good friends. I I know what I want, and when I get older, I know where I'm going.
After school, I work, and then when I have free time on my own, I just play soccer with my little brother, and that's it. Like in the summer, I got like my own boat. Like I bought my not like a big boat, you know what I mean? It's like a plastic boat, and then I don't know. I just go like on the lake fishing, just by myself. I don't know. It's like my personal hobby.
My life at the moment, I have a part-time job. I go to school. I'm in grade 11. I go to the S.E.C.C youth group. I I do track and field. I sing. I dance sometimes, and I go swimming sometimes.
When I go to the school, after the school, I go to work from like right away when I get home from 3 to 6. And then I actually don't have any hobby because I don't have time. But I have a guitar there in my house. Sometimes I like to practice and I work. No, I like to dance.
Well, there is a lot of things to experience. So, well, you can be anything you want in Canada and just not just only one thing. So you can just go out and find what you're interested in and what you love.
And then it's a great experience to like to know more people. Like when I come to this youth group, sometimes like there is like more people like, and I have never seen them before. So it's like I get more to know people, and then it's like really great.
Well, the most opportunity that I've seen here is that you can be yourself. You can be yourself, and nobody can judge you. Um, you can have a better education, and you have a better future you have like better opportunities uh, while building your future.
I like that getting a job here is easy. Back home, it's not. Unless you just like do business stuff, like make up your own stuff. But here it's easy. I mean, like high school students get some experience.
If I haven't moved here, I don't think I would be the same person, cause I I couldn't be myself. Since I moved here, I've been able to like um, expressing myself and say what I want, what I think. What hits me the most is that I finally came out like last year, and I think back at home I couldn't do that.
Okay, I'm going to S.E.C.C next year in Toronto, and for social service, I want to be a social worker, and I want to work in immigration thing because it's kind of interesting because like I'm an immigrant and
My goal for the future is to go to college and get my nursing degree.
Yeah, I'm going to college. I'm moving to Toronto by myself, and I'm going to TV broadcasting for I think it's 2 years the program, and after that, my major goal is becoming a producer, like like TV producer or like a movie producer or something like that.
Want to make some money, then go to college, go for auto mechanic and stuff for the course, and then I want to like work and like make a lot of money, and then I don't know. I want to buy a field where I can like grow up coffee and like in Guatemala. I want to move to Guatemala in the future. It just make me feel that I'm actually home. It's like I don't know. It's just something on you. Like you grow up in like in a place where like it's tropical everywhere. Like you don't really feel free because it's too much violence, but you feel free like with yourself. You know, like this is my place. This is where I was born. All of it. It's not going to be like I don't want to move to El Salvador because I don't know it's too violent over there, right? But I want to move to a country that is kind of similar but peaceful. You know?
My dream job is like become my PSW. So yeah, that's my dream job. Yeah. First of all, like I will be honest with them. Like I would say like some stuff is like hard to do it, but you know if you like work hard for it, you're going to like make it.
You don't just get things handed to you, you have to work for what you want. So telling them a story or our story, I think it will help them like through what they want or who they want to be.
I don't know. I will tell them to get prepared like for English, like bring your book, bring like what is it called, like a book where you can like study, you know, for your English.
My advice would be just come in the summer. It gets really cold in December.
yes.
To like April. Just say. And sometimes it doesn't even come when it's supposed to. Yeah. So it's unexpected. But come, because it helps a lot with the education and there's really nice people around and
It
there's
opens
up a lot of doors.
I'll tell them that winter is cold, so they better be ready for it. And they have good schools here, so it will be a great idea to come here and try the schools and
Just expect the unexpected. Yeah, just have an open mind and just be prepared.